On with the tutorial, let's have you create your additional 4 pages. For each page, select File, New. You are then presented with a dialog box where you will select Strict DTD, and that will work for any web pages that you are currently creating. Next, select Save As. Then you'll see a dialog box where I'll ask for the name of the title. Put your title in, and then next you will give it a name, so whatever name you want to give it, so .html. Now, if I were doing this for a page in my volleyball site, I might give it a title of set, S-E-T, and then I might name it set, set.html. Repeat the process so that you have all 4 of your web pages, plus your index page. If you look at your directory, you will notice now that you have all 5 pages indexed plus the 4 other pages. You have an images folder, and in my case, I also have a sound and video folder. You do not need these for this particular project. Now you get to select how you would like your pages to look. Remember, all the pages in your website should look similar. Select Format and then Background Color. Click on Use Custom Colors, and then you'll be able to select a specific color for your text, for your links that are visited. Now you are ready to start your website. Simply type in the text that you'd like to enter in the normal view. Highlight the text and then select the font, the size, and the style that you would like to use. It now becomes very similar to working with a word processing program. Now it's time to insert images. Click on the image icon, and it'll take you to a dialog box where you can select the image. Click on the folder so that you can browse your hard drive. You should find the image you want in your images folder in your website that you've put on your hard drive. So if I want forearm, I click on it, and there I see it. Now I have images/forearm2low.jpg, and when I go back to normal view, there is my image. Now it's time to create links. Links are buttons or hotspots on a page that when you click on them take you to another page or URL. Click on the link icon, and then you're going to type in the URL where you'd like to go if it's to a page outside of your site. Otherwise, you can click on the little open folder and you'll be able to select the page where you would like to go when that link is clicked or when that button is clicked. So notice I have selected pass.html, but I have not put anything in for link text. So it automatically fills it in, pass.html, and that doesn't look so good. So let's type in the word pass, double click it to highlight it, and now when we select the link icon, the link text is already filled in for us. We click on the little folder, we select pass.html, and now on our website we have both versions, and at the top it says pass.html, at the bottom it says simply pass, and that looks a lot better. Now note that even when I did not have text selected, when I went into the dialog box, I could have typed the text there. So I do have 2 options as to where I might type the text. Now, let's look at anchors. Anchors allow you to link to specific places on a page. So the first thing you need to do is to name an anchor or add an anchor. So click on the anchor icon, Give it a name. In this case, we are naming it END, E-N-D. Click on OK. And you see that we actually have the anchor there. At the top of the page, I typed in the word END. And now I'm double-clicking the word END. And I'm going to create a link from the top of the page to the bottom of the page. Click on Link. Takes you to the dialog box, and now notice that I put the pound sign in front of the word END. Now when I click on the word END at the top of the page, it automatically takes me to the bottom of the page where the anchor is located. Now let's look at a special type of link known as an email link. And remember, you need to have this type of link on every page. So I type in my name and I highlight it and I click on links. I type in my email address and I click in the box that says the above is in fact an email address. And that actually changes the code. The code is different if I'm linking to an HTTP page as compared to linking to an email address. Now, when people click on this link, their mail program will automatically launch and it'll be ready to send me an email message. Next, let's look at how to insert tables. And remember, you can use a table to create your navigation strip. Go to the Tables menu, select Insert, or go to Tables on the menu bar and click the little icon that says Tables. Now you can quickly create a table by highlighting the cells in this grid. So I've highlighted the first column, which means I will have a table that is 1 column wide by 6 rows deep. Now I can also click on Advanced. Here I can set the width of the border, the cell padding, which is the space between the cell border and the content, and the cell spacing, the space between the table cells. Now, the best way to learn the difference between these 3 variables is to change them around and see what happens with your table. Now it's time to take a look and see what your pages look like inside a browser. So go ahead and click on Browse, and your default browser will open up with your web page. Note it. Now, look at the URL. Notice that it starts with the word file. That's because it is finding a page on your hard drive, on your local computer. Typically, when you use the browser, you look and see something called HTTP, which refers to pages on a server or on the internet, on a specific server. And please note that difference, because what you're going to provide me when you're finished with your website is an HTTP locator and not an FILE, because I cannot see what is on your local computer. Now there is a button that says Publish, and when you click on it, it will ask you for your publish settings. If you are working with a specific FTP server, or you had access to a server that you could use to upload your web pages to, you would fill in the information here. However, you are not going to use this. I'm simply pointing it out to you. Instead, you're going to follow the directions that are provided with Project 8 on how to upload your website to the Emporia server.